Just Incredible, aka D-GuyofWAR, aka you know all of it. And we got featuring Anthony in the house.
Yo, what's up?
I'm trying to figure out how we can get. We got a little echo, just a little bit. I don't know how to get rid of that. I can hear myself twice. I hope everybody. I'm gonna wait till a few people tune in, and then we'll set timestamps. And everybody. Hey man, I know I'm late, bro. Get off my back, man. I had the cleaning lady just left, man. We in this thing though, so hold your horses. I know I'm late. Forgive me. I'm sorry. You're not gonna miss out. No, you here. That's what counts. You here.
Yeah, I think there's no echo. It's good. I just checked the stream.
Okay, cool. That's just my stuff, man. Man, let's see if we can get a couple more people on, and then we're gonna get started. Jamaica, I know I'm late, man. Golly, man, you always on my back. All right, so what we got first? We got normals. We're gonna go over normals first. And if you, Anthony, if you want to be one of the ZEKUs while I'm the other ZEKU, you can.
Right.
And we can go over, but we'll probably go over that in the. What I wanted to do is on the. We'll get to the section about old ZEKU versus. Had me refreshing my YouTube and shit. Hey man, we're here now though. We're here now. That's all that matters. Sorry, it's a little late. That's all that matters. So, either in the we're gonna wait till the 5-minute mark, see if anybody else join on. If not, we're gonna go on and get started, and then y'all can just watch this a little bit later. Just know everything's gonna start in the next 3 minutes. I'm looking at the timer at the top. Wanted to make sure everybody was live in effect. Once again, apologize for being a little late, but I had a cleaning lady come over, and the cleaning took longer than I expected. But good news is my place is clean, so that's good news.
How much did that cost you?
Actually, we trading services.
Oh, okay.
We trading services. Lionheart is here. All right, Jamaican is here. Who else here? We about to get started. Give us one more person, or the 5-minute mark. Either one comes first. We're gonna get started. Can y'all hear Anthony?
Can y'all hear me? Tulpa out here talking about bartering techniques. I need to get on top of that.
Hey, Jamaica, I wouldn't mind, really. He said out here, I wouldn't mind, really, Jamaican, what you said about the cleaning lady. Oh, it's an echo? I don't know. I don't know how to deal with that. Here. Let me scoot back some. Maybe it won't echo so much. Hopefully. I don't know. Alright, we got 5 people. Go on, ready up.
Alright, cool.
Will do. Okay. Oh,
yeah, maybe there's an echo with me. Maybe an echo with me. It's probably
Okay.
because you're on a better mic. I'm on a PlayStation headset. I don't have my other mic. I don't know how to connect my mic from my PC to my PS4. I don't know how to do it.
See if you can go.
Oh, I
Oh, we
picked the
gotta.
wrong character.
Yes, you did, bro.
My fault.
Hey, while we doing it, I'm gonna beat you up. While I'm doing that, go see if you can. He says better now. I'm gonna say go see if you can adjust your mic volume
Yeah,
where it's not going up so peaking.
it's not too high.
It probably is, maybe. What up? What up? What up? What up?
Round one. Fight.
So I'm gonna need y'all help in the chat. I'm gonna need y'all help. I want y'all to post timestamps in the chat.
How, how did this? Is this too loud? How about now?
Yeah, you good? I can hear you.
Better.
Turn it up just a little bit so I can hear you.
Attention. Round two. Fight.
All right. How about now?
All right, you good? You hear a little? Can you still hear the echo, Illmatic?
Yeah, let us know if there's an echo.
Can you still hear the echo?
You need to pay attention.
I don't hear it anymore. Oh, a little. We might have to just roll with it. This is our first time doing this, so y'all give us All right, so in the chat, I need y'all to post a timestamp when we're gonna start. So I would probably say, well, soon we load up. Y'all post a timestamp in the chat. What's up, King? Nah.
Okay.
Dude tripping. Hey, go back down the queue. Go back down the queue.
You said go to queue. I got you.
He says like a special effect. It's cool. All right, let's ready up. All right, so everybody put in the chat. Put 805 normals. You don't even have to put 805. You don't wait till we click on. Wait till we click on. Don't put on 805. Wait till we click on. All right, get your favorite outfit. I'm gonna get the standard outfit so everybody know, like, they won't see a character and be like, "Who the hell is this?"
You're gonna pick the standard one.
Yeah.
I'll pick this nostalgia then.
Allow me a moment to entertain you.
All right. Which V trigger you picking?
I'll just pick V-Trigger 1.
Oh damn. We'll go over that. We'll go over that later. We'll go over it later.
Yeah, we'll go over that. Honestly, there's a lot to talk about with the V-Triggers.
Yeah. All right. 904 normals. All right, y'all. Welcome to the ZEKU 2020 guide. The reason we say this is 2020 guide because Dan will be out in February, and they might change some things about ZEKU. We don't know yet. So this is gonna be part one. So we're gonna go over some stuff. So all black and blue, nice. All right. So first normals. We're gonna go over normals. Go and put 10 minutes for normals. Somebody put down there a 10 minute for normals. Alright, because now we're going over normals. That was kind of like the introductory. Alright, so light punch. Hey, I'm going to get Anthony switch to young ZEKU. Alright, so we're gonna go over their light punches right here. As you can see, it looks like young ZEKU got more range than old ZEKU on the light punch. Then we're gonna go over standing medium punch. So this is their standing medium punches. Young ZEKU once again has a superior range to old ZEKU's on that. Standing hard punch. This is a good neutral tool, as long as you're not whiffing it, because if you whiff the button, then ZEKU, if you whiff the button, ZEKU recovers longer. So make sure you don't whiff this. Crouching light punch. Young ZEKU got a 3 frame, old ZEKU got a 4 frame. So y'all keep that in mind. Crouching medium punch, I think this is where old ZEKU has the most range. Changes to young ZEKU. So as you can see, old ZEKU got a little bit more range on this one. It's still a good move. Crouching hard punch. Standing light kick. 5 frames on old ZEKU, 4 frames on young ZEKU. Crouching light punch, light kick. Both of these are 4 frames. So do crouching. I know, I wish they had online training, no time limit too. Alright, crouching medium kick, or standing medium kick first. Young ZEKU has a little bit better one as far as range, is good in neutral. Crouching medium kick. Dang, that's actually hit farther than expected. So old ZEKU can cancel off of heels now. And then crouching hard kick, which young ZEKU's got the superior one with the slide in. Alright. Jumping normals, jumping light, jumping medium, jumping hard punch, jumping knee, jumping medium kick, and jumping hard kick. So now we went over all the normals. We're gonna go over our favorite normals with each character. Alright, so we're gonna go over our favorite with each character. So with old ZEKU, Anthony, what is your favorite? You can switch back to old ZEKU. What is your favorite with old ZEKU and why?
Favorite button?
Yeah.
For old ZEKU for normal?
Yep.
I like the standing medium punch. It's +3 on block. Good pressure tool. If your opponent presses anything, you can actually frame trap them.
What if they got a 3 frame?
I think it beats it anyways. Yeah.
Cool. All right. What else?
I like this move, standing hard kick.
Why is that?
Just because of the damage it takes, and you get crush counter, which does good corner carry. Right there.
Got you.
Not much Oki, but it's very useful when you're using V skill 2.
Got you.
So that's
Cool.
one of the reasons why I like it. And also you can convert standing hard kick into light kick, and then go into DP. So that's another use, especially people who dash in. I like it because it really punishes them really hard. So
Punish me. All right. Let me go over my 2 favorites with old ZEKU, and Anthony went over his reasons why. So my 2 favorites with old ZEKU is definitely crouching medium punch because of the range. You got ridiculous range on this, and it recovers fast. So even if I did 2 and he jumped the second one, I can still DP. All right. So also standing light kick interrupts a lot of things, if somebody started trying to do stagger pressure, and like if he did this and just kept walking up and trying to do stagger pressure, try to do that stagger pressure. I can walk back, check him right here, and if you get a counter hit, you know, you get even more. So these are my favorite two. With old ZEKU, his favorite two was this one and this one. Any other ones?
I mean, I do love the standing hard punch, crouching. I mean, I like the crouching hard punch as well. You get good, you know, get good damage off of this one, especially if it's crush counter. So you get. You know,
that is good damage.
Yeah, or you can stay as old ZEKU, and you can do the heavy Koku as well, which works really well.
Or do the DP. Oh, do it again. Oh, we'll go to the next one. All right, so in neutral, you should be using those buttons with old ZEKU. They are very important in neutral. We're gonna go over neutral a little bit later, but in neutral you definitely want to use those buttons. Those are two of those are a few of ZEKU's main buttons. His standing light punches got uses too, but mostly when you use an old ZEKU, you want to be using this. Actually now this. You want to be using this too. Where this come in handy at is for people walking back. So if I was doing pressure and he was blocked and he was slowly walking back out of my pressure, slowly walk back. See, he can walk out of my pressure, but with, let's go back over here. But with this, when he walk out of my pressure, I can do this. That's a thing now. It used to not be a thing, but it's a thing now. So just know how important that medium kick is. And you can even trick somebody. I'm gonna do 2 punches and then I'm gonna walk up. So you can even trick somebody and they think you're about to throw them, and then you just duck and hit that button. So that's a really good button on there. Another one that I like to use is medium kick. Medium kick is good for ZEKU. Don't have as good pressure. Old ZEKU don't have as good pressure as young ZEKU. But what this does more than anything, I'm gonna have Anthony block and he's gonna try to attack me right after it. Block. And try to attack me right after. So he's able to hit me right there, but if I did light punch, see what I get? Now they scared to hit light punch, you can do another medium kick. So you could, it's so many times you can throw people off by just walking up, and do medium kick like that, or do it twice, or medium kick elbow. If they have a 4-frame, this would beat the 4-frame. So if I did medium kick elbow, it'll beat his 4-frame. So medium kick is a very powerful tool too. But the reason the buttons Anthony was talking about, the reason I like those buttons and my buttons, light kick, the reason I like that one, Anthony's standing medium punch, Anthony's crouching crouching hard punch. The reason I like these buttons is because all these buttons lead into transform. So you can kind of mix up your pressure, but we'll get more on that later. All right.
One thing I want to add is with this right here, I believe with crouching, if you get counter hit, you can go into low forward. I believe. Press something after this. I believe you can. Depends.
Oh.
I think it's with the standing medium kick.
All right. Well, let me do it. Yeah.
Right there.
So that's back to standing medium kick. So that's old ZEKU normals. All right, somebody put in 20 minutes for 2010 for young ZEKU normals. So 2010 young ZEKU normals. I mean, best normals. Never mind. Don't put in any of that. We still in the normal section. All right, so we're going to young ZEKU. All right, what's your favorite? Your top 3 buttons with young ZEKU, and why?
Top 3. All right. So top 3 buttons for me would definitely be crouching jab, which is crouching light punch. Standing medium punch is good. Standing hard kick. Standing hard punch. Now, crouching light is because you can frame trap. It's plus on block. I mean, it's plus. I believe it's plus 2 on block, or plus 2 on block. Excuse me. It leads straight into standing medium punch if they press a button. Standing medium punch is another frame trap like old ZEKU standing medium punch. You can actually frame trap as well if you press it right back to back. Now if you walk in between, you will get clipped. So if I walk, see, so you have to press it back to back, and it will target combo, so like so. And then standing hard punch is great for shimming and then, you know, punishing. So that's why I like it. And then also you can run cancel it as well, and get more damage if you get counter hit.
Okay. My top 3 with ZEKU is funny. it's fun. We're gonna go to the next section. But my top 3 is the 3 kicks. His was the 3 punches. Mine is the 3 kicks.
A missed opportunity.
That's fun.
So I'm gonna go over why on the 3 kicks. So on this kick right here, first it has nice range. You can pester with it. If he presses a button right after this, I can counter hit him. I can wait till he pressed the button and counter hit him. Well, not counter hit him, but I can whiff punish him. So that's why I liked that button. This button right here, same thing. If he presses a button after, it's a few things I can do. So I can jump. I can palm. Or if he jumps, I can anti-air with it. Hard kick. Hard kick is another one I like because hard kick. So hard kick is -2. So it's safe on block. What you don't want to do is hit a button right after because you're -2. Now if they crouching, you can be 0. So if they have a 4 frame and Young ZEKU got a 3 frame. So if they have a 4 frame, like if he did standing light kick. See, if he tried to do standing light kick, I beat him. But if he did crouching light punch, block. You doing crouching light punch? There you go. If he did crouching light punch, we'll trade. So use it against 4 framers, especially when they crouching. When they standing, stand up. When they standing, he's -2. When they crouch, he's 0. So I get the counter hit. So those are my 3 favorite with ZEKU. Also, jump and then do a sweep. Standing hard kick hops over lows. That's another reason I like it. So characters like Karen, Chun-Li, do it again. Cammy, you can hop over their crouching kicks with this kick. Also, if you get a counter hit out of it, you get big damage. Do a DP. Do it again. So that's why I like those three. All right. So on to the next thing. On to our next subject, which would be. Let me pull it up. I just took a screen.
Pros and cons for strengths and weaknesses.
Oh, we're going over old ZEKU versus young ZEKU. Here we go. All right, old ZEKU. So we're gonna do this on the next one. All right. So somebody put down 20. Well, we're gonna load it back up. Let's just say it's loading slow, right? Alright, so let's say 2610 old ZEKU strengths and weaknesses. Somebody put 2610 old ZEKU strengths and weaknesses. Alright, so I'm gonna let Anthony start off what he thinks old ZEKU strengths and weaknesses are.
Okay. So one of his strengths, he can confirm off of the standing medium punch and he can also apply pressure. But what I like about the medium is that he can confirm. Let me build a meter. He can confirm off of the EX Techie.
It's faster to build meter with young ZEKU. Oh, that's a bonus tip. It's faster to build meter with young ZEKU. Young ZEKU palm.
So what I like is that a lot of people don't do this because they do this a lot, or they do the regular bread and butter tech into techie. But when you need to dish damage, you go straight into EX techie off of medium punch. And it does a lot of damage. So, a lot of times I feel like that's a good strength, but that is a weakness when you're not dishing out damage properly because you're leaving it on the table. And I feel like that's a weakness for it's a potential weakness if you play it that way, because you're just leaving damage on the table. But he can frame trap with standing hard punch, which I like. So you can do standing hard punch change, and you can trap them with the crouching jab exactly. That's what I do like. If your opponent is afraid to press a button, you can even go for a grab, which I like. So you can go like that. So that is one of his strengths. He can cancel normals into the flip for mix-ups. So you can go into light, or even into jab. You can go into standing hard punch, crouching hard punch. Only thing he can't do is his medium and his hard kicks. He can't confirm. He can't like special cancel out of those. So to me, it's not much of a weakness because these are used for different situations. Different poking situations. So, but his biggest weakness. He can easily be jumped on if you are focusing too much on zoning. So if I'm just sitting here, see, like it has so much startup a lot of times, a lot of recovery. Even this move can be punished at times. So though he has a lot of range with standing hard kick, it's 13 frame startup. This is it's good, but that can even be that can be jumped on as well. So you have to be aware of when you're playing footsies. So DP is very, is the tool that you want to keep in mind if you're going to be playing footsie. Always keep in mind they may jump. So, and then the last thing I would say, his DP can be inconsistent at times because his light DP and his medium DP are not. They're not invincible. So his heavy DP is actually the one that's invincible from frames. I believe it's frames 1 through 8. It's invincible to airstrike. So if someone jumps at you, like I'll try to do light DP. Like if you do it late, like you'll get hit a lot. Now if you do the heavy one, you should be able to hit me. See? You see, but that's the inconsistency right there. You know, you can go over the opponent, you know, sometimes. You see, and that was late. So, but that's the weakness to the DP. You know, it's not as consistent compared to other DPs like, you know, Ryu or Ken that have a medium DP. You know, if the medium DP was invincible, it would probably be more consistent. But because we have to use a heavy one, you know, it brings some inconsistencies to that special move. So that's all I have to say about that.
Okay. All right. So, hey, greetings, Arrogant Burger. Thank you for coming out. All right. So, I think one of ZEKU's strengths, which people sleep on, is ZEKU is actually pretty damn good at zoning. He actually pretty good. Let me go and take Anthony out right here. I'm gonna take you out, and then I want you to pick Ken for this demonstration. I want you to pick Ken for this demonstration, because I want to show you his other strength. All right, we're gonna pick Ken, and actually, nah. Let's just run it back, because we'll go over that in the fireball, dealing with fireball situation.
Well,
so
one thing I want to add though with the DP though, that he doesn't, like a lot of characters don't have compared to
you can ready up.
You know, like when you compare it to like Ryu and Ken. The unique thing about ZEKU that's very unique is that his DP, the Gram, is actually a projectile. So he has two hitting moves. The Gram is a projectile, and then he has his leg. So if the leg hit, you don't get the projectile. You just get the hit. But if they're really high up, you can cover that vertical space, you know, a lot of times, especially if they neutral jump on you. And a lot
jump
of
right quick.
That potential juggle.
Jump right. Do a neutral jump and then jump. Neutral jump, then jump. That's what he was talking about the projectile part. How that hits him right there in the corner. Just because the projectile hit him, go on the other side of me. All right. So just because the projectile hit him. All right, hold up. You can neutral jump. You can just neutral jump in the corner. I'm gonna do it again. You're able to get 2 DPs, so that's a little bit different. ZEKU DP versus most people DPs. My strength, what I think ZEKU's strength is, he's actually pretty good at zoning. He's not the best by any means, and if he's behind, then he definitely gonna lose on zoning. But if he's ahead, he can definitely beat people's zone in zoning. So we'll go over that more in the zoning section. But I think his strength is this area right here is ZEKU's strength, being in this zone right here. And if y'all don't remember the zones, y'all go back over my zone stream, and I go over the different zones, how you can be at different zones. But ZEKU at about this range, ZEKU is really good, because once again, this is where this button come in. Old ZEKU is pretty good. This button and this button comes in really handy, because even if I am playing neutral and they do jump, and I'm doing this and they jump, so jump, I can react. So even if I do this, I can react. So that was a little bit late, but I can react. Also, this is what I've been telling people for a long time. When you have somebody in the corner, I just want y'all to try this out if you ZEKU players. When you have somebody in the corner, I know you want to be all in their face with young ZEKU, but back off. Back off and be old ZEKU. Right here, old ZEKU dominates. Dominates. Because if he press any button, he's gonna get hit with Graham. And if he try to jump out from here and I'm doing this, look at this. Try to jump out. Now he's back in the corner. Now I get another meaty Graham. So right here is ZEKU's sweet spot. So that's something to keep in mind. So old ZEKU is not about being in your face. He actually about being about right here. That way from here he can pester you with this, or he can even dash in and do a throw. So keep that in mind when you're playing with old ZEKU. I know you people try to rush down with him, but he's more of calculating, and he want to be in an area where he can whiff punish. So if he did hard punch, standing hard punch, I can whiff punish it in this area. Or I can do his favorite move right there, which is the standing hard kick. Or I can do crouching. All of that a hit in this area. So this is where you want old ZEKU. His normals are stubby because they are made, but they are active because they are made for counter poking. So you want to be in the counter poking range. You want to be somewhere in here when you got old ZEKU. That will give you enough time to see if they jump, and then you can back up and DP, or you can jump back and DP, or you can get back to zoning. So that's why I think his strength is here. His weakness is here, and he kind of weak all the way back here. But right here, he's really good, especially in the corner. If you got him in the corner, right here, he dominates. So that's old ZEKU in a nutshell. Alright, so somebody put 30, ain't gonna beat me on this one. Gonna beat me on this one. Anthony, there you go. So we go to the next round. So somebody can put 38, young ZEKU, strengths and weaknesses. And then we'll start getting into the fun stuff, y'all. Setups and different stuff. Before the time is out.
This is Bushinryu. You need to pay attention.
Round 4.
Alright. 38. Young ZEKU strengths and weaknesses. Alright, so I'm gonna go first on this one. Young ZEKU. Everybody know that young ZEKU is a beast right here. He's a beast up close. The reason he a beast up close is the buttons that Anthony was talking about. So block. So these buttons right here, and his walk speed. His back walk speed is okay, but his forward walk speed is the second fastest in the game. Vega has the fastest. Young ZEKU has the second fastest. So he can be here and then be back here like it's nothing. I know a lot of people want to do this, but it's actually faster and harder to detect if you do this versus this. I know it catches people off guard, but this will catch people off guard more because you're creeping in and his walk speed is fast. So I can be here and do this and be here, and I'm already in almost grab range. So if I do like this, I can just walk up. You don't have to run. So another thing too is he got safe moves on block. So if he crouch, that's safe. This safe. Those are most of his safe moves. The palms. This is safe if you don't hit a button. It's -2. He can't hit me if I don't hit a button. I'm safe. So those are some safe moves with young ZEKU. His strengths rely on him being up close and in your face, not giving your opponent time to think. But he also is pretty strong in the whiff punish area, just like old ZEKU. So but he wants to be a little bit closer. So let's transform. All right, so here he's pretty good also, which people don't know so much about young ZEKU, that he's good in this area. He's really good here. He's pretty damn good here. So if he did crouching medium punch, I can whiff punish that. If he did it again, I can whiff punish it. Young ZEKU can pester right here. So I'm gonna do standing hard punch. I'm gonna do standing hard punch, and then you do crouching medium punch. You can pester somebody right here. If they think you're about to do run stop, you can just do light kick. Or you can do palm and punish them. So, also, another thing, you can use palms as frame traps too. If I do this, if he did his quickest punch, if he did his crouching light punch, which is his quickest punch, if I do palm from here, he can't hit me. Or I'll trade, because he got a 3 frame. If he had a 4 frame, this would beat this outright. Same goes from here. I'm gonna do hard punch. So yeah, he got a 4 frame now. So you I guess you will trade. They might have changed that. So, but you can get a lot of pressure from just palm. If you get it up close, stay old ZEKU right quick. All right. So hit light punch. When I do crouching medium punch. In between there. There you go. So he tried to do his 4 frame. And he got punished for it. So this is safe on block, and you can frame trap with it. If you do a medium button, you want to do medium palm. If you do hard button, you want to do medium palm also, or you can do hard palm. See, I did hard palm then. And you can get that trade. So young ZEKU is really good here, and he's pretty good here. This is, when you got them in the corner, you actually want to be here, because his anti-air is ass. So if he jumped out of the corner, there's not really anything I can do about it but this. But if I put him, if he's back in the corner, and I'm here, and I'm pestering him with this, and he tried to jump out the corner. Wait, do it again. I can backdash from this spot in horizontal and get damage. So I can do like that. I pester him, but if you up close, you'll miss. So you always want to be in this space right here, and you're able to get damage. So Anthony, what you think old ZEKU, I mean young ZEKU strengths are? Or did I go over everything?
You did go over some of the stuff I was going to talk about, but I was going to add his jump arc is very ambiguous. It actually changes compared to old ZEKU. The hurt box changes. So like a lot of times, you know, you can make it ambiguous which side he's going to be on, depending on the spacing. Compare if you look here, you know, that doesn't look ambiguous compared to this, just because of the way he jumps. Got the Strider style, you know, flip. Yeah. That's really good, especially like if you get off of, you know, shoulder, you know, and if they quick rise, you know, you can
back rise.
You'll stay in front. If you do, it's off of two jabs.
Oh
so
yeah.
Like right there. So like if they quick rise, you can make it ambiguous. And then if say you just do one jab or they back roll, they'll be on the front. But if you do one jab and they quick rise, you'll be on the front still. Or there you go. No, I'm sorry, not in the front. You have to probably do 2 jabs. Still, if they walk back. Sorry. Oh, you see, it's very strong as far as
beat me. Go on, beat me. Beat me. All right, that's good.
Let's see here. Rushdown. This Rushdown is very strong. Yeah, the EX run. You already went over that. It's kind of like a fireball. I wanted to mention that. You know, the EX run, because it's very hard to anticipate. You know, so like if you have to be pretty much ready for it, but a lot of times, you know, it's almost as good as a fireball. You know, when applying pressure, when you want to like close out a match, I would use it, but you can also use it to, you know, for. Sorry, I'm at a bar, but you know, you can use it in a situation to really kind of like pressure your opponent to make a decision. Of course, if they're, you know, a high level player will poke you if they know the matchup, but you know, you have some options there, you know. So I like that about him, and then also his crouching heavy. I believe if you do the run, it confirms, you know, into the target combo. And I know one thing I want to add is that the target that when you confirm that into the target combo, into the throw, it denies the back roll, so they can only quick rise or delay. So that's another strong thing about that, and that's really it.
All right. So that's down with strengths and weaknesses for old and young ZEKU. Now our next topic, and y'all can put this in the chat, is specials. Specials. We didn't go over specials. So old ZEKU specials. I'm gonna go over old ZEKUs and let Anthony go over young ZEKUs. And if we got some things to say, we'll say it. So switch to young ZEKU. Alright, so down forward punch with old ZEKU flips. With young ZEKU, it palms. There you go. So that's what you got right there. What this is good for, flip is good for if somebody is so focused on neutral, flip is good for catching people off guard. So you can catch people off guard. And also when you do flip, if you do flip and grab, if you dash back in, you're +2. Also with flip, you can hit in front or hit behind. If you do medium punching and hit behind. What is cool about flip is his EX flip is very ambiguous, because you can press forward at the last second and cross over. It flips in one spot and then he can cross over. But in the corner, if he's crouching, watch this. Just do a normal crouch, just hold down. Just hold down. So you see that landed in front, but it crossed up. So that is very ambiguous in the corner. So you can do that as a standing medium kick, standing medium punch, and then do EX flip. And you can choose to do either kick or punch. If you do kick, it'll land in front. If you do punch, I'm gonna let you do it. Do EX flip. If you do punch, it'll land cross up. So it's very hard to block. So that's a bonus with flip. Also, EX flips go through fireballs. So even if if I'm gonna have Anthony, he's gonna jump right here, and he's gonna do a gram. I did it too early. I'm gonna do it, and you do it. You did it too early. Alright, so it's faster to build with old ZEKU. I mean, young Zeku. Alright, so do it again. Oh, I hit his leg then.
Yeah, the leg.
Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, wait.
You just hold down block. Alright, either way, we'll go back to that later. We'll show y'all that later. So, it goes through fireballs. Alright, young Zeku, what's up with the palm? What's up with palm?
Alright. So, you want me to go over the palm, right? That's right.
Yeah.
So, palm. So, the palm move is really good. Now, it has some interesting properties to use it effectively. Usually, you know, if your opponent is grounded, and if they quick rise, you don't get much Oki off of it. So especially against like a 3-framer. But as far as like the medium one is better for Oki use. But for the light one, like if I'm like in mid-screen, I guess it's, you know, it's not really good for Oki. Now if you hit like if say I do shoulder into like palm, I can get better Oki because you're hitting them higher up in the screen, and to use it more effective for Oki, that's how you should use palm. But if say you want to apply pressure, like especially if you get them in the corner, even mid, well, you do mid screen too. If you're blocking, this right here is plus, so I can essentially take the turn away right there and get a counter hit. Or if they're respecting, I can grab them.
And I was hitting jab then.
Yeah, like it's +2, so you know it'll eat a jab easily. So, are we just going over palm, just palm for him?
Well, we're going over all the specials. So I went over flip, you went over palm. All right, so now we're gonna go to they forward, down forward kick. So down forward kick, use young Zeku. Down forward kick with old Zeku is Graham. So this is Koku, Graham Koku. So what this is for? This is to control horizontal space. You get to control all this space right here with Zeku. Now a thing you should not do is, if you hear, you should not do hard Graham. The reason not is because when I do hard Graham, Anthony should be able to react to it. And he can able to jump in on me from right there. And I can't do anything about it. So you should never be using hard Graham. I'm guilty of this too. Never use hard Graham in this situation. At this distance right here, light Graham is really all you need. Right here. It's all you need, because if they crouch, it reaches out and touches them. And it's still fast. Alright.
Right.
Also, Graham can be used for a meaty also. So if I knock him down, I'm gonna knock him down and he gonna quick rise. So you can use it for a meaty also. So it catches people. A meaty is when your button is already active before they get up, so they run into your button. That is what a meaty is. Did you have some thoughts on Graham? Koku?
Yeah, I want to just add one thing. If you're gonna use the hard Graham, like, it's better to use it if you block on an opponent that's blocked, because this is not. They can't jump out of this. They have to block that, and that's minus, I believe, -2 at
-2.
Yeah. So, you know, you can still walk out compared to using it like this, you know, with the light Koku. A lot of people do. It's punishable, you know.
Do it again.
Right, so I always suggest, if you're gonna do it, use standing hard punch, because standing hard punch hits really far, you know, especially if they're blocking. So that's all I wanted to add to it.
Okay. Gonna beat me, and then we'll go over young Zeku's run. So are y'all learning so far? We're about to get into the combos and setups coming up. Is it something that y'all didn't know? Are y'all learning something you didn't know? This is basically for we're starting off with beginners introduction into ZEKU, and then we getting off into the more intermediate and advanced stuff. So go over run.
All right, so run is his quarter cycle forward light kick. It can also be done with medium kick as well, or heavy. Each strength has its own use. So the light one will do a run stop. The medium will do a slide, and his heavy will do an overhead. And either one can be used as each strength can be used as a run, but the light kick has to be used if you're trying to stop, and the medium kick has to be used for slide, and the heavy has to be used for overhead. So those are the follow-ups for those moves. And he also has the EX run, which is unique, which has frames of invincibility. So he can actually run through a projectile if properly spaced, and you can force it. Pretty much, you can infiltrate, your opponent while they're trying to zone you, especially against the Guile or Ken player or Ryu player or even Urian. It works really well. Let me look at my notes real quick here.
While you doing that, let me go over this. Stop doing this. It's not real. It's not real. It is not real.
Right.
What's up, Richard? What's up, Black Neil?
Now that you mentioned that, now, like, in some cases, like, people, yeah, that's not real, that's true. Especially, but, like, on situations, like, on hit, especially counter hit, because there'll be times where, like, you may get, like, crouching medium punch, and, you may fake a slide, and go for pressure if, say, your opponent's not ready for it.
True.
So, like, that is the confirm. Medium punch confirms into run slide, which is really good. And also, crouching short into crouching jab confirms into run slide as well. You can also do that. It has its very strong uses. Even when you do standing hard kick into crouching jab, you can get that as well.
I'm messing it up. Hold on, let me do it. There you go.
Yeah, and then do the standing hard kick into crouching jab. You should be able to get it off of that too. Yeah, so even there, you can, you have multiple routes to go with the tools, the normals that he has. So very strong. And then also you can,
beat me up.
You can confirm medium punch. You can go into, you can cancel to the EX run, into the EX run slide, or my personal favorite, do. Oh, sorry. Sorry, do one more time. You can get very big damage off of run, EX run, if used off of counter hit, standing hard punch.
I like it.
Yeah, and that's really it that I got.
All right, so let me tell y'all another one. So, what I'm gonna do standing hard punch, run into this. I want you to use young ZEKU, and just do sweep. All right, block. Try to sweep. Do y'all see that? I get crush countered. The thing is, sometimes when you're doing run slide, don't try to hit a button right after it. and look what happens. He gonna do the same thing. Wait, I'm gonna do it one more time. Oh. So when you see your opponent using heavier buttons right there, on the just run stop. It's -4. So if they try to do a medium button, you know, sometimes when you do run, when you try to do this, somebody will do a medium button, and they'll blow you up with a medium button. He doing it a little bit late. Let's do it again. So they blow you up with a medium button. So you can avoid that by just stopping. And then you can add some pressure to it. So just keep that in mind. EX run stop is -2, but it's still not your turn to press a button. Now what you can do is, like Anthony was saying, with EX run you got some invincibility frames. So during those invincibility frames, you can watch and see what your opponent does, and then punish from there. So when I do run stop, I want Anthony to hit me with this, all right, or try to hit me with this, all right. So I'm gonna do this into EX run, and you press that button as fast as you can, all right. You see what happened then? I'm gonna do it off of this one. Oop. Do it off of light. Do it off of light, and then use the invincibility frames and do slide. Do a light kick.
Do light kick. Okay, it's a slide.
Into EX run. Into slide.
Okay. Light kick into EX.
Standing
run.
light kick.
Okay.
Do it again. Do it again. Oh, time it off. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it off of medium. I'll wait.
You want me to do standing? You want me to do crouching medium punch?
I want you to do crouching medium punch. I want you to mash it out. I want you to mash it out. Well, it might be too active. I want you to do your 3-frame, because your 3-frame should technically beat me. Since that's -4 run. But I'm gonna show everybody something. Oh, we got a build meter. We got a build meter. So it takes 10 palms to make a bar with young ZEKU. By the way, if you wanted to know, it takes 10 palms. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to mash out this as fast as possible after you block my hard punch. All right.
Got it.
Do it. You do it, and then try to use your invincibility frames to get through my punch. Go. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that in tech. Because I hate that we don't have a training mode so we can have meter built already. All right, so let's run. What else do they got? Oh, for old ZEKU we got Techie, Graham Techie. So Graham Techie can be used as an anti-air. You just gotta know they about to jump. So if Anthony do a neutral jump and then jump, you can use it as an anti-air. Another thing too about Techie, what I like about Techie is in neutral, if you're doing this in neutral, instead of doing this in neutral, do this in neutral. The reason why is if I do Techie, so if I do Techie, he jump, I'm gonna do it. You can cancel Techie into any other ground. You can cancel Techie. See, a lot of ZEKU don't know that, but you can cancel Techie into any other ground. So you can cancel Techie into Koku, or you can cancel Techie into Bun, which is the DP. So anytime I do this, people will be trying to jump in on me. Anti-air. Alright. Wait, what do it again. But you can cancel it. That's what I like about that. Hazanto.
Yes, Horizontal. This is really great when it comes when you like shut down a zoner, specifically like Guile. This move specifically is and it does work for old ZEKU too. You can go under his gram. Works really great. This is you should sparingly use it, in my opinion. I see a lot of players will just do this. I will do it on wake up if I know they're gonna do a projectile. Guiles will do that a lot, at least novice or you know, diamond players will do it as well. But the higher players will know if you're gonna do it. They will bait it out, so you have to be careful. But this should be like, in my opinion, I think this move is great for letting the opponent know, like, hey, you want to play the projectile game? I will shut it down, you know. But use it sparingly. So don't use it for, you know, like, I get a bad habit of just doing it, like, you know, on block, you know.
Yeah.
But the great thing about it on block is, like, if your opponent likes to jump out of the corner or jump out of your situation, because they think that you're playing footsies, so they're trying to like jump over you. So, you know, that is what happens when they try to jump over you. So you can kind of cover that option if you know they're going to do it. But, you know, a lot of times it is punishable. So just be aware of that, you know.
Do it again.
Yeah, because it's like -6.
-6. What else is it good for?
Also for anti-airing, so you can.
that was a cross-cut anti-air right there.
I know, right? Now,
so
like,
which one are you doing?
I'm doing the light one, and then I do medium. If a lot of times when they're higher in the air, you can always confirm medium punch, medium palm strike. Excuse me. But I use the light one just because it is, you know, it's good for that medium spacing that where you play ZEKU. So when you're expecting the jump, that covers that ground. So, you know, also you can use it to get out of a situation. I use this a lot against Vega. When they jump in at me, I use it to get out. Also.
All right, that's smart. I haven't thought about that.
So I use it for that reason, because sometimes slide, you get punished with slide. So, you know, it's good to create that space, you know.
I like that.
The EX one that he has, it gives you an extra juggle. Well, actually, it gives you the potential to do air grab. So you can't, unfortunately, he cannot get an air grab off of his light horizontal. It has to be EX. It has to be EX when you want to confirm off of that. Now his EX shoulder, he can confirm off of light command grab. So it has its uses, especially like if your opponent is trying to like whip punish you, you can confirm it off of that. So you do it. Yeah, you do it. Sorry. And it hits very, very far. It's really good. It's very good, especially if you want to close out a round. You know, it works really well. Especially if they try to overhead you to like close out a round. That will reach them, just because their hurt box moves forward when they do the overhead. So
okay. Let me add something to Hazanto. Alright, go back to old ZEKU. So what you're going to do is gram and then do a neutral jump hard kick. Neutral jump. Alright, so make sure you do it where you can hit me. Alright, so everybody always asks me, what do I do when people when people neutral jump? Well, with young ZEKU, what you can do, after they, like, Ryu usually do a fireball and they neutral jump because they expecting you to slide. So what you can do is just walk and horizontal. Just walk up. You can even do it from that distance. So do it again. And it still hits. So a lot of people always ask me, what do I do? They neutral jumping. It's because you're trying to slide all the time. So if he did the Graham and I slid, if I did slide, now I get hit with a big combo. So what you do is you want to see what they're doing. Alright, Graham. Walk up, Horizontal. The last thing we'll talk about is the air grab as far as specials, which it is what it is. This is fake. Well, I won't do it. But anyway, anytime you slam somebody, air grab somebody, and they land, when you dash in, first of all, when he grabbed them, he's plus 16. He's plus 16. And then when you dash, he has a 17 frame dash. So when you dash, you're -1. Does the slide cover that set if he jumps forward or back? The slide, does that set up?
If they jump back, he's saying?
You talking about, does Horizontal cover it if they jump back? Medium Horizontal could possibly hit them if they jump back.
Yeah, that's very specific because each character has different jump arcs, so you'd have to test that specifically. Like I have some setups like against the knot, like with bomb setup. If they jump, you can do heavy shoulder, but
hey,
that's very specific.
Get Ken if you can.
Yeah, I'll pick Ken.
All right.
Allow me a moment to entertain you.
All right, so now somebody put down 113 dealing with fireballs. 113 dealing with fireballs.
Let's party if you think you
Somebody put that in the chat. 113 dealing with fireballs.
come on.
If you don't mind, please. So, in dealing with fireballs, you have young ZEKU who can do palm. Thank you. Or he can do horizontal. One of my favorite things to do is when somebody throw up, I'll test them. If they throw out another fireball, I'll palm and then go into horizontal, expecting them to do another fireball. So that's one way you can do fireballs. Another way too, like I said, ZEKU is really good at zoning if he get the lead. So I'll jump this one, and then if Ken try to throw another one, so I'm going from hard to medium, and look at that. You see how it's hitting Ken? If you can get the lead, you can do it. You just gotta get some space. You see how I'm getting space? I'm jumping back. I'm doing lights and mediums. When he throw out another one, I jump. If he's ahead of me, I'll jump. And then now I'm in the lead. So that's how you can deal with fireballs with old ZEKU. Also with young ZEKU, he got another tool to deal with fireballs that you can get a lot of damage from. So if Ken throw out fireballs and I have palm, notice how I went through the fireball because of the invincibility frames of EX. So you have multiple things to deal with fireball. I'm gonna tell you another thing too. If I whiff this, hold on real quick. If I whiff this, you can't transform. But what you might not know with ZEKU, if he palms a fireball, you can transform. So you can even do Fireball World that way. You see? Also, what I was saying about EX Flip is invincible to fireballs. So if he did that right there, or not that one because that's a true block string, but if he did one into fireball from here,
Alright, I'm gonna jump and up through the fireball.
but not just do a crouching medium into regular fireball. So you can go through fireball. So that's basically it on fireballs. You can either.
Well, I think it's the light one. The light one, I believe. If they do light fireball, I believe you can EX through it. If they do this into light fireball, that doesn't connect.
Okay. Oh, let me show you. I'm gonna show you something else you can do too. All right. So go back and do fireball again. So you can use that cancel window to. You can do this. We can probably do that tomorrow. All right, so that's about it on fireballs. So you want to go to even with Sagat, even with whoever got fireball, Gal, you can do them all the same way. Yeah, Gorilla, we can do that. We can end up doing that. All right, back to ZEKU. So we're gonna go over neutral and anti-airs. Don't know what happened to the sentence. So we almost done. We had neutral and anti-airs. The middle just skeeped.
It's probably YouTube being YouTube.
All right, neutral and anti-airs, because anti-airs is part of neutral anyway.
Bro, I love me some neutral, that's for sure.
Allow me a moment to entertain you. Allow me a moment to entertain you.
Alright, I'm gonna pick V-Trigger 2.
Do V-Trigger 2 and V...
I should pick V-Skill 1, that's what I should have picked. Oh well.
Yeah, it's cool. I forgot to pick V-Trigger 1. Telling you to pick V-Skill 1.
You pick V-Trigger 2?
Yeah, it's cool. We'll go back after this. It's cool. Alright, somebody write down 119 neutral. 119 neutral.
Let's party if you think you can keep up.
Alright, so what is your thoughts on neutral, Anthony? What is neutral to you?
Neutral. Playing neutral is being able to play. Well, neutral can be played in some games. It can be played from a distance, but depending on the character. But with ZEKU, you know, if you're playing old ZEKU, you want to use his best poking tools. You know, like crouching medium punch, low crouching forward, and these grant you a lot of good options in neutral to you know, go for your combos. And also knock down, you know, if you need to knock down to get Oki. The neutral for me is just, you know, who's gonna get the first hit essentially, and then get the Oki setups to continue pressure, and then whoever loses neutral, obviously that person gets it. But and then also you have a situation where you can reset neutral, especially applying like alpha counters and stuff, you know, to kind of negate someone's pressure. So I'll do a standing heart punch, you do alpha counter, you know, and then you reset neutral, you know. So that's my gist of what neutral is. I'm sure you can expand a little bit more.
Okay. So I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna grab, and you go grab at the same time. All right, ready?
All right.
You can also reset neutral right there. All right. So my thoughts on neutral is the controlling of space. You can figure out real quick. So when I fight anybody, you can figure out real quick if somebody's uncomfortable in neutral. So neutral is about controlling space. I want to control this space. You see this line that we are? This is where we start off. I want to get you way over here as soon as possible. Think about this. Think about this as tug of war. All right, as tug of war, you are trying to pull your opponent over the line. All right, so you trying to pull your opponent over the line to win. In neutral, you trying to back your opponent into a corner where they can't go anywhere anymore, besides, and which limits their options. So if I was here and I did this and he did backdash, look what happens after he blocked. Nothing. Now I have to come to him. But if we over in the corner and I did that, I can still pester him because he can't go anywhere else. So neutral is about, come back over here. Neutral is about controlling space, and that means the space in front of you and the space above you. So you control both of these spaces. You can tell real quick, and I want y'all to. So if no one has a clear offensive push block string, I always saw neutral as the point outside of either person's. So it's controlling space. Neutral is basically controlling space. That's what you're trying to do. That's the old overview of neutral. You're trying to control the space in front of you and the space above you. It's not even about block strings. It's more about block strings go into pressure. This is neutral. In this area right here is neutral. Because the reason it's called neutral is because really, without doing any special moves or we can't hit each other really. So we in a neutral space. This is a safe space. So this I'm gonna tell you some tips right now when you're dealing with neutral. I'm gonna do this block string right here. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Anthony's gonna backdash after he block all three of them. What Anthony just did, when you fighting somebody, they trying to reset back to neutral. They trying to get back into their safe. This is the safe space. They trying to get back into that safe space because they trying to think. Now they got to think. So when you doing this and they backdash, they trying to think, and they want you to come to them so they can think about their next plan. But if you did stuff like this, now they have less time to think. You don't give them time to think. You can see who's more uncomfortable with neutral. Let's get back over here. The first person that jumps or backdash is really uncomfortable in the neutral area. Like most of the time when you see people doing this, if they're doing this and you don't know how to get in, you get uncomfortable and you try to jump. And jumping is what gets you killed. So neutral is about controlling space. So we're gonna go over the neutral tools with old ZEKU and young ZEKU. Oh yeah, we're gonna play the Nitro Blaster soon. We're gonna play the Nitro Blaster soon.
Do
What's
like
up?
special move. I was gonna say, like, sometimes people, they use special moves to kind of like skip neutral. You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, they'll use shoulder, or you know what I mean, or they'll use flip to skip neutral because they don't know how to deal with it. Like those
Yeah.
are also common habits that people do a lot.
This is true. people use things to skip neutral, and what they mean skip neutral is getting from point A to point B as quickly as possible without having to think about slowly getting in. They don't want to slowly get in. So you'll see people do this. You'll see people do this. With Alex players, you see people do come over with elbow. Bison, you see people do scissor kicks. People try to control neutral with fireballs. So it can be controlled, and you controlling space. No matter where you are, neutral is you controlling space. And once you get that space control, you see how people crack up on the neutral. Now, we're going to go over some buttons. Some buttons in neutral that is key to you. We went over this in the normal. But with old ZEKU, I'm going to go with old ZEKU buttons in neutral, which is key for controlling neutral. And I'm going to let Anthony go over young ZEKUs. So, old ZEKUs are once again is light kick because of the distance. This and this and this is good for controlling neutral. This is really good because you catch people if they try to jump, well, not jump. If they try to press a button, they're gonna get hit. So you can control space with that button. Another one with old ZEKU is crouching medium kick. The reason I like crouching medium kick in neutral is because one, it cancels. Two, a thing I've used crouching medium kick before it was able to be canceled. I use crouching medium kick a lot with old ZEKU anyway, because the simple fact is, if I do crouching medium kick, he blocked and tried to do attack. Look at my space. So all I had to do from there is this. Oh. So right here, I don't even have to do anything. So in this kick pushes you back far enough where most of their buttons are whiff. So you don't even have to cancel. But now since it got a cancel window, you can even do this and punish. See? So this button in neutral is pretty good. It's not as good as Akuma's. It's 7 frames. Akuma's is 5. And Akuma can cancel his. ZEKU can't, but it's still good in neutral. Especially if you follow it with a light kick or a light punch. So moves that push you back like this, you go into what's called a spacing trap. So I'm spacing him out and I'm trapping him from there. So like Anthony said too, hard punch, because you're able to transform and be plus. So those are good buttons in neutral. Another one is hard kick, but use it sparingly. You can usually use hard kick right after crouching medium punch. I use it to bait some stuff sometimes. So you can do it after that, or you can do crouching hard punch. And that'll keep people from coming in. So those are some tools you can use in neutral. Light kick into light ground is a good frame trap in neutral. From this distance, it's hard for anybody to punish unless they secure or Ryu. So that's where I use in neutral. What do you use in neutral with young ZEKU?
Well, I want to add one thing. Like, I just want to say, I was dashing in because a lot of people do that. You know, they'll know that move sometimes is not like plus that much on block. They'll dash in
+1,
and then you do the standing hard kick.
Oh,
you see that? Like, they can't punish you, but that's what's good about, you know, using it in that situation. You know, so if they're not confident in neutral, that's what they do a lot.
Yep. And dash again. I'm gonna do it again, and you dash again. That's where that come in at too. So you can do that too. or you can just do it to gain some space. Also, those buttons in neutral allow you from here. It allows you, if he jumps in, it allows you to. It allows you to react still. Sometimes I like to fake a gram by doing this or doing this. So I can get that anti-air. Alright, young ZEKU, what you use in neutral?
For neutral, a lot of times, I like to use Standing Hard Punch. Now, if they're playing footsies with me, I will use it, but I use Crouching Medium Punch a lot of times into Crouching Medium Kick. That works really well. Also, if you're close, Crouching Jab twice into Crouching Medium Kick also catches people walking back a lot of times. So like they always tend to walk back. That always catches them. You don't get much off of this, but as far as in neutral, I like to do this a lot because this will beat a move if they press something. So, and you get to confirm off the target combo off that move. So that you can get, as well as Crouching Heavy is good because it ducks under most characters' heavy kick normals that they have, like Sagat's heavy kick, Zangief's heavy kick. This is a good. I'm not sure. Yeah, it won't work off of ZEKU's, but it will work off of, like, you know, characters that have like higher hitting, the moves that hit high. So you can also go with Crouching Heavy Kick. A lot of times you can get Crush Counter, or you can get Run Slide, or even a Crush Counter. You know. So I use those tools. Also, like sometimes with if I feel like they're going to jump, and I'm you know, I use Standing Hard Kick to you know, beat out a jump, especially when they're in the corner. That'll always catch them. I feel like that's good because then you create another situation where, you know, you can kind of, you know, apply pressure on them, even though that may not be real. But you know, there a lot of times that people are just gonna block. If they panic, they may jab, but most of the time, you know, people are not ready for that, you know. So you can go for a grab. Grab would be better. Sorry. So when I'm playing neutral, I'm always kind of just walking in and out, but then use that heavy kick if they're gonna, you know, try to go in. So that works. Let's see here. I mean, if I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna go for a grab, you know, also that's Standing Hard Punch is a great whip punish, especially if they go for a grab. So if I'm going in, I confirm Standing Hard Punch into medium Hazanto, and it does a lot of stun. It does a lot of stun. So that's a good tool when playing in neutral.
Good.
That's really that's all I got for that.
So I'm gonna add to it another two buttons. Is this button right here? This beats a lot of buttons. Not enough ZEKU use it enough, but it does beat a lot of buttons. It's a really solid.
That move actually, you can get confirmed off a counter hit. You can actually confirm light Hazanto off a counter hit.
Yep.
As well,
and it can also be meaty.
Right,
it can also be meaty.
Exactly.
I'm gonna show y'all something else. Anthony touched on it about ZEKU's young Zeku's crouching light kicks and crouching medium kicks.
Round one. Fight.
So, on the crouching light kicks, even though they don't cancel, or the crouching medium kick don't cancel, you still put it in. And this is what I learned from PAX a long time ago. Well, in 2018 when we played at Wednesday Night Fights, I played PAX, and y'all know PAX from the UK. And he told me that even though Zeku can't cancel from this move, you still did damage, not only to them, but to their mindset about walking back. So, like Anthony was saying, if he walks back, if he crouches, and he walks back, I still put it in mind, oh, he can't walk back. Now they looking for this. Oh, he gonna do 1, 2, 3. Then you can go. And you can do that. Sometimes I'll do this. And as they walk back, I'll do that. So just know that even that this don't cancel, then hold up. I had somebody on the phone.
Oh, you good? Also, I want to add, standing medium kick hits pretty far safely, because his longest hitting move, Young Zeku, is his standing hard punch. But like this one hits pretty far as well. But if they block, you know, it's not your turn. But this at least can reset the neutral. It's a good tool to reset it and wait, you know, see what they do.
I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all playing a G player, what y'all do is y'all get G in the corner. Once you get G in the corner, do this. He gonna try to do standing medium kick or standing hard punch. Neither one of them will reach you, especially if you do palm right after. So if I did this, I'm gonna do medium kick. If he did medium kick after I did my medium kick, do medium kick. Same as G's, it won't hit. The palm will destroy it. This spaces you out good enough for palm. I'm gonna do the block string. Space you out perfect for palm. So that's neutral. We're gonna kind of speed through this because I have to go somewhere. So let's go to our next thing, which is common mistakes with Zeku. We're gonna do common mistakes with Zeku, a couple bread and butters, a couple setups, and then an overview. So we're gonna go get through this as quickly as possible. So what common mistakes do you see with Zeku? So somebody put down 139 common mistakes with Zeku. 139 common mistakes with Zeku. Somebody put that in the chat, please.
So, common mistakes for me, old Zeku.
Or the common mistakes you see Zeku players do.
Not confirming heavy punch, crush counter. They'll do like, here, do it again. They'll do that. That's not on. So you want to do into heavy, techie, or medium techie. A lot of people don't do that. That's one of them.
Thank you, Ren. I'm gonna tell you another common mistake I see Zeku players doing. Always flipping. I'm guilty of this too. Versus Ken, Kage, you have to do strategic flips. Don't just use this button to flip. It's easy for Kage, Ken to knock you out a flip with that button. So what you do with them is switch it up between this, because this has less block stun on it. When they try to do that hard punch, what you'll do if you don't hit a button is you'll flip over them. So also use that. Light kick too. Since we got medium kick now, you can do medium kick too. With young ZEKU, common mistake I see is this. Wait. People will do this, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
Like, don't do. Do you know how? I want you to do your most damaging combo on me when I block, when you block. I'm holding guard. You get that much that's death if you if you had that much life. So
yeah, I can even go for crouching hard punch, I believe. Yeah, see.
Yeah. So stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Yeah, and the one we talked about earlier is this. That right there. Now, what you can do if you want to start your run stop pressure, you got to condition them into run stop. So one of the things you can do is he's going to match jab after I do this. Alright, so what you can do instead, you can do this. So you can do stuff like that or this. So now I mixed it up. Now he think I'm gonna run stop, but actually I'm just coming in to do another move, or I'll do this. I'll do from one to the other. Yeah. Random slide when you first started off, common ZEKU mistake. Don't do it. Don't do it. Another big ZEKU mistake. Another big ZEKU mistake is this. Sorry, y'all have Taco Tuesday night. My homegirl cooking tacos. And we're gonna watch a movie. Alright, another common mistake is hard ground from here. You have no business doing hard ground from here. And I'm guilty of this sometimes too. But Anthony should be able to jump on me quite well for me doing hard ground. See? Flip is too slow. You see that? Hard ground from here. No reason to do hard ground. There's no reason to do medium ground from here. If you're going to be this close, always light ground. Always light ground. If you here, you can medium ground. Yes, medium ground don't hit him on block, but you're able, if I did medium ground and whiffed it and he tried to jump, I'm gonna whiff it. If he tried to jump, I can still retaliate. If I do hard, I'm not able to retaliate or block. So you'll see people get into this range, they'll back up and then get into this range and jump in on you because you did hard gram. So stop doing hard gram right there. That's a common mistake. Any other common mistakes?
I see ZEKU players doing young ZEKU change into old ZEKU with off of standing hard punch. Like they'll do that on block, and that is negative.
Make sure you don't park under any of the covered parking.
It looks like I'll have to trade.
So we do standing hard punch into change. That's -6, I believe. That's not even plus. So you want to make sure that you're changing safely. You know, into old ZEKU, use old ZEKU into change into crouching jab. But you should never be changing off of young ZEKU unless you're in a you know, you're dealing the damage, and that's the only time you should be changing. Unless you're calling Weasel, you know, you're using the V skill too. That's the only other time you should be changing, or off of what Tulpa was saying,
Looks like I'll have to.
you're negating fireball projectiles, and then you can change. So that's what I see a lot. People doing that, and or I mean, even this can be a little bit better. That's a better option because it pushes back. But
So is light kick.
Yeah, or the light kick one, to change, just because it spaces you out safely to where you can't be punished heavily. And then like another one, let's see, I think, yeah, we went over the jumping. A lot of people use light punch. I do this sometimes. I tried not to anti-air. A lot of ZEKU players do this to anti-air, and they get blown up a lot of times. That's not a good anti-air. You want to use heavy DP or light DP, if they're high up. But heavy DP is good if it's deep, so you don't have to worry about if it's really late. So that should be what people should be working on instead of using this. If you're gonna use this, I'd rather you use standing medium kick, just because it hits vertically. If say like they're a little bit close, like farther out, you can sometimes even use medium punch, but a lot of times it's unreliable.
Yeah,
So.
they nerfed it. They nerfed it a lot. And with young ZEKU, mistakes I see, nobody uses this enough. It's a pretty good anti-air, especially if they about right here. You can stop a lot of stuff. Don't be scared to use this. I know you want to use this. That doesn't work all the time. This is more consistent.
Especially against like Armika or Ken players, their hitbox is actually like below their hurt is below the hurt box. So a lot of times you won't even hit them; it'll stuff it.
Yeah, and be careful using against Alex or anybody who has Birdie, anybody who has a drop kick, because this move won't hit them either. So you want to get into your horizontal. All right, so we're gonna do a couple bread and butters. Let's do 3 bread and butters for old ZEKU and 3 for young ZEKU. So somebody write down 148 bread and butters. Or just put 148 BNB. BNB. So one of my favorite bread and butter with ZEKU is standing medium punch, standing medium kick, standing medium punch, Teki into Koku. Give me one of yours.
That one's one of my favorites. But if I had to pick, I would say I like using standing hard punch into sorry, not that one, into medium Teki. Just because you can get EX right after, or you can not have you can just go for a V skill setup. But I didn't pick V skill 1. There was a reason, like that combo is really good that you did with the V skill 1, because you can get Oki set up for people who do back roll. That's one that I really like. That one, it's because you can actually confirm with slide. Even if they don't press a button, if they try to like backdash, you can still confirm. So it's like one of the unique situations that ZEKU has with V skill 1 with that combo you showed. But yeah, that one, standing hard punch, is one that I like.
All right, another one I like is just basic, keeping it simple. You're gonna get hit. You're gonna hit with lights a lot. So either crouching light kick, standing light punch, light Koku, or crouching light punch, standing light punch, Koku. Either one. If you're watching their toes, you do this one. If you're trying to get them off of you, you can do this one. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 in the Koku. Now I'm going to show a common mistake with this too. Get young ZEKU. I want you to quick rise, light, crouching light punch.
Okay.
Go on and beat me. Go and take me out. You got 8 seconds.
Now watch and learn.
Will you do it? Nope. I knew it. I knew it. He couldn't take me out. Alright, so be over shortly. Changing shirts. Alright. Alright, so do quick rise, crouching light punch once again with young ZEKU. You see that we traded? That's because that's not real. It's -1 when ZEKU do that. So even though this is one of my favorites, one of the things I like to do is, and now I'm young ZEKU and I'm able to walk in. But back to the medium punch we were talking about, this is one of my favorite ones. Because if he quick rise and light punch, I'm +2. So quick rise, light punch. Oh, I messed it up. See that? I'm +2. So I can do that same. So he gonna quick rise and do light punch again. And I'm gonna show you. You're gonna keep quick rising and keep doing light punch. So that's +2 situations. They can't really do anything about it. If they keep pressing buttons, you can keep blowing them up. All right. You got another one, old ZEKU?
Yes. Also, this one, crouching light kick into crouching jab into DP. Sorry, there's a mic there. That right there is good for you know, for mixing up with the overhead. You know, after you condition them to thinking that they're gonna, you know, block an overhead. You know, you obviously don't do the overhead after you confirm the overhead. This is very strong. Now, there's some cases where, like, if it's not spaced right, it'll whiff, right?
Yeah.
So that's a common mistake people do. Now, if say that does happen and they're walking back and what you want to do is do EX instead. So EX, that's where the projectiles will actually hit them. So when you're not really close,
let me do it to you. Oh. Oh, damn it. Oh my god.
Yeah, so there's instances where the space, you have to kind of practice it and kind of recognize the spacing, but I've gotten used to it because I've had it drop on me 100 times. So, like, you know, when you see this, see that the gram hits. So, you know, this is a good tool for, you know, for high-low mix-up, but just make sure that in the instance that you're in mid-screen, you're using EX, you know. So, but just always remember that, you know, like sometimes, you know, it doesn't work. You want to go with the flip option instead, excuse me. But that's what I like to do, especially if you like neutral jump, you know, in the corner. You know, make them think that they're gonna have to block a high move, and then you go straight for low. So that's kind of like a fundamental move right there. That's a very fundamental move.
All right.
So that's one.
And my last one with old ZEKU is crouching. I like to do that one or just a basic that one.
You can confirm DP off of that too, which is very unique, where it'll actually hit if it's even far away. Like if you hit it at the farthest, you'll actually still hit me. Like it'll link still. Sorry. Oh well, you do it. Well, I don't know if you're gonna have enough health, but I'll take it to the next round. Well, yeah, I'll show you. It's a good tool because like that's the only instance where DP will always connect. It won't whip. So like.
Oh yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only instance where DP will not whip. Like they made sure in that patch update where it always links. So.
And what you didn't know, if y'all didn't know about the DP, if you do light DP in your combos, you got more time to dash up and get Oki.
Right.
So if he did if I did light DP and if he did back rise, if he did back rise punch, I'll beat him. So come over here. You're gonna do back rise, crouching, and light punch.
Yep.
So, or you can dash in, double dash, and then do that. All right, young ZEKU.
We're talking about bread and butters. That's right.
Yep, bread and butter.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first. So bread and butter, standard, just this. So basic, but it's so powerful. The reason it's so powerful, do it to me, and then dash in, do your Oki. Because you get Oki off of it. So you can add the shoulder into it, or you can just do the palm, but you still get Oki off of it. So that's one of my favorite ones. Beat me up, beat me up.
Right.
What about yours?
That's essentially the Oki I go for as well. I always tell people that it's always your turn. You know, no matter what recovery they choose, it's always your turn. So as long as you do the run properly. Now, if you get hit out of it, it just means that there may be a little bit of delay if you're playing online, or you're just not doing it soon enough. The run
you're not stopping.
So,
yep. And
yeah, so that's.
And the other one was ZEKU. I know a lot of people don't use it, but I use it a lot. Y'all see me in all my streams. Just the standard this, I use it a lot. Because even if he quick rise right there, I'm still plus. Do a button when you wake up. I'm still plus.
And if they like the back roll a lot, also, you know, doing this one right here, they can't do anything. You know, it denies back roll, so they can only recover. So.
Gonna beat me up.
And I don't. Yeah, and I don't even, you know, when it comes to like you can dash,
or you can walk.
For people. Yeah, I like to walk just because of the walk speed. You don't need to really dash with them; it's already fast enough. So, for people always wanting to get away from ZEKU, like that works really well. And a lot of times you can get a counter hit, you know, in those situations, or even use crouching heavy punch. I believe you can link off of that.
All right, y'all, we got some B&Bs out the way now. Favorite two setups, and then we're gonna end it because I got to get going. I hope y'all learned something today. Some deeper facts about ZEKU that you might not have known. All right, give me your favorite old ZEKU setup. Which wake up I need to do?
Now, what I like to do with V skill. If we're talking with adding V skill,
V skill.
Either that, if you're going to delay. A lot of times people delay, and then run and jump right here. You know, that's another option because they have to worry about the air attack, or they have to block or deal with the mix up with a cross up. So that's one that I really like. Or you even going even with ZEKU, Weasel. See that? Even if they jump at you, they still they still have to respect the Weasel. So
Yes. Mine would be this one. The reason why is because if he quick rise, even if he quick rise, let me build some meter. All right, so quick rise and try to hit me. So right there, I can do that, let Weasel hit and do a DP and get damage from it, or I can do V trigger too. Which we didn't go over. Let me do that right quick, and then we're gonna leave. Another setup is in the corner. He go quick rise again. I want you to quick rise and try to hit a button. All right, another one in the corner. Y'all see me do this all the time. It's jumping hard punch, crouching hard punch, normal techie, EX techie, close bird. So if you close bird transform, this beats any wake up he does, or any quick rise wake up he does. So I messed it up. See if you can do it. Do a bomb.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Let me do it. Let me do it. All right, you could do quick rise. So that beats anything they try to press. That beats it right there. So that's my second one for that setup. What about you?
Another one is with Young ZEKU. Do target combo. If they don't quick rise, also you can. What I like to do, instead of going for the damage, go for the light. Even if they quick rise, if I know they're going to quick rise, what I tend to do is backdash, and you have enough time to anticipate the move.
All right,
so you can bait them jumping out, jumping and attacking. So like quick rise and then jump at me.
Okay. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Do it again. Uh-oh.
So so if you use the heavy DP, it'll be fully invincible.
Okay.
So if I do like that, so
gotcha. I like that. I like that. I like that.
And that was with medium horizontal, by the way.
Okay. Last one for me. Hard knockdown. Press punch when you wake up.
So you want me to do no rise?
No rise. Crouching hard punch when you wake up.
Alright.
So that's one of my favorites because if they wake up, they get hit by slide. If they block slide, they run into bomb and all of that jazz. Let's go to V trigger and V skill right quick, and then we're gonna end the stream. Let me go and get you right here. And then, do you want to do V trigger one, V skill one, or V?
Yeah, I'll do V skill one.
Matter of fact, let me do V skill 2.
Yeah, you
V trigger 1, and you do V skill 1, V trigger 2.
Alright.
Sound good?
Perfect.
Cause I really gotta go, y'all. I'm telling my really. But I wanted to make sure we had this for y'all, man. This is our first time doing this. This is part 1. Part 2 would be more concise. Cause we're gonna go over the changes when ZEKU get changes, if he gets changes. Hopefully he get all buffs. Everybody pray for buffs. Everybody pray for buffs.
Yeah, he needs some buffs. That'd be nice. I want him to be able to change faster off a Weasel.
Oh yeah, definitely. That'd be an awesome buff. Alright, I'm gonna get V skill 2, V trigger 1. Nerf Karen.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna get V skill 2, V trigger 1. You get the opposite. Black Neo. Alright. So go over V skill 1 right quick.
It looks like I'll
I'm gonna put a shirt on. Go with V skill 1 right quick.
looks like I'll have.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it. Anthony.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry. So the good thing about V skill 1 is that you can switch from old ZEKU to young ZEKU, and you can also side switch by holding forward. Now, this with old ZEKU, this can anti-air, but it's not reliable. It can create a floating effect if done. If you get trade with it, so if they jump and try to hit you, it's kind of unique. But the whole point of like using the V skill, what you want to do is use it to get better Oki with old ZEKU. So you can use it in that case, also getting out of the corner, or even putting your opponent into the corner after they put you in the corner. So that's one use. You can confirm CA off of this, which most time, with most characters you can't do that with. So his is very unique. So he can confirm CA. But for some instances, I like to use it to not deal so much damage, because a lot of times, like Koku, you don't get Oki. So if you do this, you don't get Oki off of this if they quick rise. So a lot of times, I like to do is use the V skill and then go into slide if they quick rise, and then you're right back in front. So, and then if you need to go back to old ZEKU, you just do it that way, and it still takes relatively the same damage compared to Palm Strike. So that's what I like it. But it has its weaknesses too. You can't really apply pressure with this. So you have to be really strong with his neutral already and understand the character to be really proficient with it if you're trying to play at a higher level.
Alright. For me, V skill 2, it's good in neutral if they don't have anything to rush towards you. If they being back across the screen and not really doing anything, you can throw this out. You can throw either one of these out. So if you throw out Bird, you can palm strike, get some meter, and they have to decide whether they want to walk in or stay right where they are. So if they decide to walk in, if they notice at the last second that bird is coming up far, they can decide to walk in. But if they walk in, you can slide. Or if it's far right here, you can control space with ZEKU, old ZEKU. So I throw bird out. Now V-skill makes them have to do something. They have to do something. So he noticed the bird that coming out. So he gonna wait till the last second. When he see bird coming over his head, he's gonna try to move forward to get out of that space. Wait till the bird come over there. Now, or try to dash when you see bird drop it where you are. So now I'm controlling the space, and now he got to do something. Now I'm controlling this. Same thing with young ZEKU. If I throw this out and he try to do anything, I can stop him by transforming to young old ZEKU and do it that way. Also, with V-Skill 2, I like it a little bit more than V-Skill 1 because you get more setups from it. You need 6 birds on block to build meter, but off block, like I did one, that was 1 bird. Let me do another one. Don't block. 2, 3. So 4 birds off block, 6 birds on block builds you 1 bar meter. Also, you can get some nasty setups from it. Go watch the setup video that we have on my channel and on Anthony's channel. We got a lot of setups from it. So that's why I like that. V-triggers.
You beat me up.
Oh. Alright, V-trigger. We're gonna go with V-triggers and then I gotta get out of here, y'all. So build meter for V-trigger. Alright, your V-trigger.
Alright, V-trigger 1. What's great about V-trigger 1 is he's able to cancel...
You got V-trigger 2.
Oh, sorry. V-trigger 2 is the DP, essentially. And it's not just any DP, it's a DP that gives you really great Oki. So if your opponent jumps at you, and you can switch sides, you're right in front of them. So it's really powerful. It goes through projectiles. It beats grabs, especially against lower players. It's a very good V-trigger to use against her, especially when they do that fake crusher setup. You know, they throw the fire. They do like a medium punch into fireball or light punch into fireball. It'll beat it out every time. So like that has its great uses, and you can also use it in neutral if it saves someone's throwing fireballs at this range. So it has a lot of range. Especially if you're young ZEKU, because young ZEKU doesn't have a DP, so you can use it in that situation. So, yeah, I don't have any V bar.
Oh,
yeah, yeah, it won't beat it there, just because it's because of the
leg.
Yeah, the leg is the reason why it doesn't hit, because it's a grounded move. So
but
like,
it will go through fireballs, and it will be grabs.
Yeah, it'll be fully invincible in the air from airstrike moves or air projectile moves. But if it's a grounded move, it will not win. So like the projectile, like the Graham he did, it's not going to win because the leg is there. So you have to kind of mess around and practice, you know, in the training room when it comes to V-trigger 2.
It looks like I'll have to.
And that's really it.
All right.
Don't waste your breath.
Here, I'll build.
All right. Yeah, build me some meter. All right. So V-trigger 1, it's good for extending combos, or it's good in neutral versus neutral heavy characters. I use it a lot. Mainly Karen, stuff like that. People who don't have weird jump arcs. If they got weird jump arcs, I'm probably using V-Trigger too. Except for Ibuki, because Ibuki's kunai will eat up V-Trigger too. So, for the most part. So, V-Trigger 1, I can extend combos. So, I can go here. And by that, I can choose to use it later. And when I use it later, if I'm in neutral, I can hit them and go into a chain combo and do damage. So you can also use it as an anti-air. It will freeze time for an anti-air, and it will also freeze time for you to do super. So you can confirm, do V-Trigger, do super. So it's a really good V-Trigger, especially for neutral heavy characters. And V-Trigger 2, I think, is really good for grapplers and anybody who got weird jump angles that's hard to anti-air. You might want to use V-Trigger 2. V-Trigger 2 is also good for extending combos and getting that extra squeeze of damage out. V-Trigger 1 is more for... You're able to do more reckless things with V-Trigger 1. And sometimes that keeps me from picking it because I know me. So even if he blocked right here, I can do something as reckless as slide, but I'm safe. And then I can choose to use it later and get different things. So, man, I hope that helped y'all. Somebody, I had to find out with the time of V-Trigger. Man, I gotta get out of here. Y'all have a blessed day. You know what I say? Just 10 minutes a day, get stronger mind, body, and soul. Shout outs to Anthony for doing this with me. This is our first online guide. It's a little long, but it's a little in depth, so you can get, if you just now playing ZEKU, or if you've been playing ZEKU and you've been doing some mistakes, you can get off the ground running hard. So I hope this helps. If you want further further question and answers on my next stream, if you have any more questions about anything, you're able to ask me or ask Anthony on his next stream. Anthony, you got any words to say before we leave?
Hey man, you drop by the stream if you guys want to see me play ZEKU, or if you want to ask me questions about, learning the character, you can always feel free to come to my stream. You're always welcome. So that's really it. So come by if you guys see me online.
And what's your stream?
My stream, or my channel is going to be, just look up DFW Reset. You search that and you should find me, or Drifter34.
It looks like I'll have to trade.
All right, or you can probably type in what he got up there on his name right there.
Yeah, or Antony, AN-TO-NY, which is Antony, not Anaheim to New York. A lot of people say that. It's my name is Anthony, so.
All right, y'all. With that being said, y'all have a great one. We out. Get stronger. Just 10 minutes a day. Mind, body, and soul. Hope y'all like it. And we out.